Hello, it's great to see you all again. Personally, I've never been a fan of watching movie reviews or deep dive analyses. The reason is simple: I love the thrill of discovering a fresh, hidden detail in a film I've already watched 1,000 times. Life works the same way. Finding something new within an age-old topic always brings a certain sense of excitement. In today's video, we hope to help you find that same spark of interest in a subject as old as time itself. Welcome to Universe 51. These are the incredibly bizarre facts about our solar system. Humanity has walked the Earth for over 300,000 years, yet we have only understood the concept of the solar system for a few centuries. According to Wikipedia, Nicholas Copernicus, who lived from 1473 to 1543, was the first to propose a comprehensive mathematical model of a system with the Sun at its center. The term solar system itself didn't even make its first appearance in the English language until the year 1704. Uranus holds a unique title in our cosmic neighborhood as the only planet with a rotational axis that sits almost parallel to its orbital plane. This extreme tilt makes the planet look, quite literally, like a giant wheel rolling along its orbital path. Scientists still don't know the exact cause of this divine tilt. Their leading hypothesis is that during the chaotic formation of the solar system, an Earth-sized protoplanet lost control of its speed and slammed violently into Uranus, knocking the planet permanently onto its side. There is a survey, though the exact source remains unconfirmed, claiming that up to 45% of Americans are unaware that the Sun is actually a star. Setting aside whether that 45% figure is perfectly accurate, consider this: after watching the following clip, you might realize why confusion persists. From which planet does the moonlight seen from Earth originate? From which planet does the moonlight seen from Earth originate? From which planet? From which planet? Which planet? It makes us think that if a similar survey were conducted in Vietnam, the percentage of people claiming the Sun is a planet would likely be quite high. As you can see, even the question writers for a highbrow intellectual program like Chin Fook can get it wrong. Similarly, many of our younger viewers at VFX often confuse celestial bodies like Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune for stars. This massive misunderstanding stems partly from their Vietnamese names, which all intentionally start with the word "sa," star. This is exactly why VFX always tries to refer to Mars as Hoa Tin instead of Sa Hoa, even though, as many of you have pointed out, the suffix tin in Sino-Vietnamese also translates to star. To set the record straight, the Sun is a star, and the 8 celestial bodies orbiting it, including our Earth, are the 8 planets of the solar system. With the naked eye, you can observe 5 of these 8 planets: Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. The 3 inner planets can be spotted in the early morning or late evening. Meanwhile, Saturn and Jupiter are typically visible around dawn. If this sounds familiar, it's because Sa Ham, the evening star, is the traditional name our ancestors used for Venus when it appears at sunset, while Sa Mai, the morning star, is what they called it when it rises at dawn. In the vastness of the universe, everything is constantly orbiting something else. The Moon orbits the Earth at a velocity of approximately 3,679 km per hour, covering a distance of about 2.4 million kilometers every 27.32 days. The Earth, in turn, orbits the Sun at a staggering speed of 107,280 km per hour, traveling 940 million kilometers every year. Similarly, the Sun, and the entire solar system along with it, is hurtling through space around the center of the Milky Way galaxy at a speed of roughly 828,000 km per hour. That is about 670 times the speed of sound and roughly 1/1300th the speed of light. While that sounds incredibly fast, the galaxy is so vast that it takes 250 million Earth years for the solar system to complete just one full revolution around the galactic center, a journey spanning 1.8 quintillion kilometers. This means the solar system has only completed about 18 full orbits since it was first formed nearly 4.6 billion years ago. Furthermore, from now until the end of its life, the solar system will likely only manage to complete another 20 orbits at most. As a bonus fact, the last time the Sun was in its current position within the Milky Way, the very first dinosaurs were just beginning to emerge on Earth. The farthest point from the Sun for our most distant planet, Neptune, is about 4.545 billion kilometers, roughly 30.3 times the distance between the Earth and the Sun. However, that is nothing compared to the farthest point of the most distant known object in our system, 90,377 cedna. This potential dwarf planet, with a diameter of about 995 kilometers, reaches a staggering 140.55 billion kilometers away from the Sun. That is 937 times the distance from the Earth to the Sun and nearly 31 times farther out than Neptune. Using some truly brain-melting astronomical methods, scientists have counted at least 1,306,818 asteroids of various sizes existing within our solar system. The vast majority of these are located in the main asteroid belt, situated in the vast gap between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. Among these, the largest is the asteroid Vesta, boasting a diameter of about 525 kilometers, while the smallest ones currently tracked are less than 10 meters wide. Interestingly, the total mass of all these millions of asteroids combined is estimated to be slightly less than the mass of our Moon. On a slightly smaller scale of total mass, we have 6,619 officially named comets and an estimated 1 trillion more that remain unnamed, mostly residing in the distant Oort cloud and the Kuiper belt. Moving on to satellites, we have 218 known moons, or more accurately, natural satellites. These orbit 6 of the planets. Earth has 1, Mars has 2, Neptune has 14, Uranus has 17, Jupiter has 79, and Saturn leads the pack with 82 moons. Additionally, there are 5 dwarf planets officially recognized by the International Astronomical Union: Ceres, Eris, Makemake, Haumea, and Pluto. Io is one of Jupiter's 79 natural satellites and is the innermost of the 4 large Galilean moons. With over 400 active volcanoes dotting its surface, it holds the title of the most geologically active body in the entire solar system. The volcanoes on Io are no joke. They can blast plumes of ash and dust to heights of 500 kilometers above the surface. To give you some perspective, if such a volcano were located on Earth, its plume would reach higher than the International Space Station orbiting in the vacuum of space. Despite Io's incredible activity, the largest and tallest volcano in the solar system is actually found on Mars. Named Olympus Mons, this colossal shield volcano has a base 602 kilometers wide and stands 21 kilometers high, nearly 3 times the height of Mount Everest. If you enjoy flying kites, Uranus might seem like a paradise, though a dangerous one. Winds on this planet can reach speeds of 2,575 kilometers per hour, or 715 meters per second, more than enough to shred any kite you could possibly build. Saturn is the fluffiest planet in the solar system. Its mean density is only 0.687 grams per cubic centimeter, which is actually lighter than the density of water, which is 1 gram per cubic centimeter. This means that if you could somehow fit Saturn into a giant balloon and drop it into a massive pool of water, the planet would actually float. Mercury is the planet with the shortest orbital period. It takes only 88 Earth days to complete one full trip around the Sun. At the opposite end of the spectrum, the most sluggish planet is Neptune, which requires 164.85 Earth years to finish a single orbit. This means that for every single time Neptune circles the Sun, Mercury has already completed the same journey 683.5 times. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun, yet it is not the hottest. That title belongs to Venus, which has an average surface temperature of 464 degrees Celsius. The reason is that Venus possesses an incredibly dense atmosphere rich in CO2, which acts like a blanket to trap heat, whereas Mercury has almost no atmosphere at all. The atmosphere on Mars is so thin that it creates a bizarre temperature gradient. If you were somehow able to stand on the Martian equator at noon, you would feel a relatively pleasant temperature at your feet, while the air around your head would be freezing cold. Jupiter is the undisputed heavyweight champion of the solar system. It is so large that you could fit 1,321 Earths inside it. Yet, even Jupiter is dwarfed by the Sun, which is large enough to hold nearly 1,000 Jupiters. Finally, if we define a day as the time it takes for a planet to complete one full rotation on its axis, Venus takes the trophy for the longest day. A single day on Venus lasts as long as 243 Earth days. Conversely, Jupiter has the shortest day in the system, spinning so fast that a full day lasts only 9.9 hours.